Buongiorno, fellow unicorn chefs. One of the things I love the most about Unicorn Chef is getting to experience all of the different foods from all over the world, where people share things that are near and dear to them. As you can tell, my good friend here, Unicorn Chef Jason Thomas, is Italian.
Bonjour. No.
There we go. Kill the echo. All right. So we're going to be making meatballs tonight. Really excited about that. Tonight's charity is going to be donate to your local food kitchen. Again, the pandemic has been difficult for a lot of folks. And while we are starting to come out of it, there's still a lot of families suffering. And so one of the best things you can do is help out those families in need in your own community. So please go and give to your local food kitchen. And Jason, what are you drinking?
Here we go. So apparently Hennessy is sold out in the state of Florida. I've looked everywhere, so I go with my backup, Courvoisier, on ice. So
okay.
Drinking Bryson.
So you were saved by the Courvoisier pipeline.
Right. There's still the Courvoisier pipeline left. Dude, I'm telling you, it's been sold out at least a month or more in Florida.
I have several cognacs here, including, if you ever have the opportunity to come and visit, some rare editions that you can't get in stores. So I look forward to that. I am drinking a 2014 red blend from Argentina. And also, I think it's appropriate not only to drink when you're cooking, but especially when it comes to Italian. I made a little snack for myself with a little kind of my own take on it. So usually people have seen, like, you slice the tomatoes, do the mozzarella and the basil. I did cucumbers. But the biggest thing that I would recommend to everybody is your balsamic vinegar is really important. Do not get that garbage in the store. Get the real thing, right? This stuff is nothing like balsamic that you've had. And you can tell just by that viscosity of how it moves. This is like aged stuff. And then there's cheaper stuff. What's this?
Where'd you get it?
Oh, this I got directly from Italy. This is like ridiculous. But this is the kind of stuff you can usually find in more of like an Italian store. It's going to be probably like 15 or 20 bucks, and it's pretty good. But this makes all the difference. All right, take us away.
All right, so here's the deal, guys. So this is not my normal cooking situation area. It's new place. So I'm working with this knife right here, and actually, I've never turned on the stove or the oven.
Hey, so, Jason, an expert never blames his tools. Every Italian knows that.
Worst case, we'll use the microwave and we'll figure it out, okay? So, all right. So if you're following along, I'm kidding. So we're going to do meatballs. So here's the other thing you can't get in Florida. My recipe calls for ground beef, pork, and veal mix. Apparently, there's no veal either. There's a Hennessy shortage and a veal shortage here in Florida. So what I was able to get a hold of was just the pork and the beef. So here's, all right. So we're gonna, I think I said a pound. I've got a few people here tonight, so I'm gonna do 2 pounds. So let's mix these two bad boys up. I did just wash my hands, so don't worry. We're safe here.
Did you already beat your egg?
Hi, funny story about the egg. I actually didn't include the egg on the recipe. I actually forgot. So when I went to go to the store to get all my ingredients, I forgot about the eggs. But here's the good news. Every good cook has a backup plan. So if you combine breadcrumbs with milk, which I actually have, you can get away with not having the egg. So we're going to give that a shot. I never have before, but I heard it's a thing. So
that's not going to work. The proteins are not going to bind the same way. But no, honestly, what you're going to get is you're going to get your meatballs aren't going to quite hold their shape as much, but it's fine. I mean, it's still going to taste good.
We're making square meatballs tonight.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
How do you end up with square meatballs? That seems like it takes effort.
No, you sure? Yeah, totally. Thank you. I did get an offer to get eggs, but we're okay. Hey, listen, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna have oblong or square meatballs, and that's what's gonna happen.
I love that there is like your own peanut gallery on top of the chat that's going on right now.
Yeah, you know what's funny is we all just met 3 days ago. Yeah, so I'm new to the neighborhood, and so we met downstairs, and I invited a bunch of people over.
For those of you at home, Jason runs around and picks up fanboys. I mean, usually it's the truck stop, but this is, it's Florida. It's kind of the same thing.
No, these guys are cool. They've been super friendly. Super friendly.
What kind of breadcrumbs are you using?
All right, so just what you can be careful. So I got this Progresso breadcrumbs here in Florida. I don't know. So you just gotta check the ingredients and make sure, I tasted it beforehand, see what the salt content is. So depending on what you get for breadcrumbs, don't oversalt if you've got a lot of salt here. This one was okay, it's kind of average, so we should be fine. So I use
for a little different take, try panko. Because one of the challenges you get with Japanese style breadcrumbs, one of the challenges you get with your meatballs is you don't want them to be like really like dense. That's part of what the bread is meant to do, is kind of keep it open as opposed to just like a block of meat. It'd be kind of like eating Mike Ellis. So the bread kind of opens that up, and panko is even airier than traditional breadcrumbs. So you get an even more fluffier meatball. Kind of also like Mike Ellis.
Panko's awesome. I love that stuff. Here what they did not have a shortage of is check this out. Boom.
Basil.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Mike is claiming that he is delicious.
What's that?
Mike on chat is claiming he is delicious. I would argue that's more of an acquired flavor.
I heard he's very delicious. Yes, like liver.
Ricotta over egg, by the way. Yeah, ricotta will work.
I don't have ricotta either, so I'm going with what I'm working with here. And instead of chopping this basil, I'm just gonna,
He wants to know if DoorDash does square meatballs.
What's that?
He wants to know if DoorDash does square meatballs.
There's no DoorDash here. Everything is live. Everything is live in the flesh.
All right, so I just got my crumbs all in there with my egg as my binder. I'm putting in some Parmesan that I grated, and then I'm gonna work in some chopped basil, salt, pepper, and oregano and garlic. How are you doing yours?
Good. I am actually going to preheat this oven here. I got to cut up some garlic, but let's go ahead and start that now as soon as I figure out how to operate this guy.
So you just tear them with your hands. That's what I'm doing with my basil. Just ripping it up in little pieces.
Ah, I got it. Look at me. Genius. Good start.
I can tell that you work in information technology.
Cybersecurity.
Did you just hack your oven?
I did hack my oven.
I don't think your oven is internet connected. I'm just willing to bet, based on the background, that that is not an internet connected
well, let's
oven.
take a look. Let's take a look at this thing. This thing looks pretty.
No, it doesn't.
It's digital. It's
digital. No, it's not. It's an electric stove. I love the disapproving looks and like the slash astonishment behind you. They're just like, what the hell is this?
What am I going to do? They'll probably never come over again.
I don't think that's the case. I think they're now going to expect dinner and a show every night. You might want to work on your dance routine.
That's one thing I do well, Bryson, is I can dance.
You just called yourself on that. What do you got?
I can do the typewriter.
Bring it.
All right, so I'm going to cut up the garlic here. I did cut up some of the onion beforehand, so that way My producer told me that onion always do before to avoid embarrassment, I guess.
I've done about 60 of these episodes. I've learned some things.
It's good. It's a good call.
What I haven't learned is to not invite my friends on the show.
So what's going on in the chat here? Is everyone like super impressed with what's going on?
Yes, that is absolutely 100% the truth.
Is that what's happening in the chat? Okay.
That is completely what they're saying. They're extolling your virtues, just your virility as a man, the just utter deliciousness of your person and the food. All of these things are being said copiously.
Thank you. So what's it like not having the beard anymore, dude?
What's it like not having the beard anymore?
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't feel any different. My beard got so long, and it just really, you just kind of stop noticing it's even there. The only time I thought about the beard is when I was eating soup.
When you what?
Was eating soup. Like that actually was like a Rube Goldberg event to try to get soup into my mouth without like keeping all of it.
Totally makes sense.
So that would be the only difference. Other than that, no different. I now get carded.
You're getting carded?
Yep.
Well, that's a plus, buddy. Good job. Now, what about the hair, though? It sounds like the hair requires a little more maintenance now.
I have learned that conditioner comes in its own bottle.
Oh, you don't use the combo thing like me?
Well, you don't have hair.
Doesn't mean my scalp doesn't need conditioning.
I think a bar of soap, like shea butter, will work just fine for you.
Nah, dude, I use that tea tree stuff. I like that sensation on my head.
I imagine you could probably just get like tea tree oil and like rub it into your scalp. Actually, you know what would work is like a beard oil. Honestly.
I'll try that.
So yeah, I have been learning how to live with long hair. I was actually confused by a waiter at a restaurant the other day as a woman from behind. That was a first. That was funny.
Wait, say that again.
So from behind, a waiter came up to me, saw the long hair, and was like, "Ma'am."
Ooh. Hey, you know, that's all good.
That's a first. So that was fun.
Okay.
But my goal is to grow it out long enough to be able to donate it. So
really?
That's actually what I'm going for. So 10 inches is how long it needs to be. I'm very familiar with that size. So that's the length that you need to have to donate your hair.
Who wants your hair?
I would argue that people with no options. I mean, if I've seen anything in life, if Mike can get married, anything can happen. There is hope for all of us. Okay. There are good people out there. We're not any of those good people, but there are good people out there.
Yeah, I mean, like usually if I grew out my hair and cut, like I get premium dollars for my hair because it makes it's nice and wavy, it's thick, it makes good weave and stuff. But like I don't know, yours, like I'm trying to figure out what we're doing with this.
I have incredibly fine hair, sir.
It must be the conditioner.
It's my Eastern European Russian roots.
Eastern European Russian roots. Got it. Makes sense. You learn something. You think you know people, and then
what do you think I was?
White guy? I don't know.
A white guy. All white guys look the same. Who knows?
Right, they look the same.
You're like, I don't know, Atlantic. All right, I'm already here. My trick for this when I do it is I use parchment paper as opposed to aluminum foil. It just the meat doesn't stick to it as much. The other trick I do is so that I don't make it as dense. So get your hands wet so the meat doesn't stick to your hands. And I do this sort of like gentle technique to get what's called a sphere, not a square.
So I did put in my thing, if you want like try and go for like super perfect circle, the ice cream scoop trick. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I have. I like working with my hands.
Well, I have an ice cream scooper here, but I don't know if it's gonna be the right kind. But we're gonna give it a shot. We'll do one, okay? We'll give it a shot. So
what else is going on in your world?
Yeah.
Where are you at in Florida?
Right now I am basically in Fort Pierce.
I don't know where that is.
North Hutchinson Island. So we got a map somewhere. Is it Preheat? Oh, it's gone. We got it. Thank you.
Are we north or south of Tampa?
No, it would have been cold this whole time. North. North.
Okay.
North Hutchinson Island near Vero Beach.
Near Vero Beach?
Okay. Yep.
So what is that? Northeast.
Do you not know how you ended up where you're at?
Northeast. Huh?
Do you not know how you ended up where you're at? Was this one of those things like you wake up out of like a trunk of a car and you're like, oh, I'm in Vero Beach?
No, brand new, like literally closed like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So pretty new, still getting my bearings. I drove from Fort Lauderdale this afternoon to just in time for the show. Otherwise, I would have had to cook at my parents' house, which was not going to happen.
All right. I don't know. I think it would have been funny to have two Italian old people behind you.
Yes, two Italian old people plus me and the kid, right? All right, so ice cream scoop, right? There you go. What? See? I mean, it's not bad. Oh, that's sweet.
This is a similar technique you also use for making matzo balls for matzo soup.
I heard you were Jewish.
That is true.
All right, I knew that much.
You're like learning about me right now. Like, what else do you want to know?
I've only known you for a little while, but
You know me for a while. I mean, not forever. It's not been a short time. What else can I tell you?
I think that's about it. I mean that's a lot of information for one.
I mean, I mostly get by in my looks, so people don't really get past the face.
Gotcha. I hear you.
So why'd you pick this meal?
Favorite comfort food. Grew up with it.
Favorite comfort food.
Yeah, grew up with it. When I go to the electric chair, last meal, you know, that kind of thing.
Fair enough.
It's easy. It's not that. It's a bit of work, but I mean, you can if you don't want to do all the cutting and all that kind of stuff, you can do you could do like garlic powder and I guess onion powder. I mean, I don't know. This is not a quick meal, but it's not a 2-hour meal either.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, on that, I started my sauce 2 hours ago, so it's been just sitting back there simmering.
Oh, I see. Well, it's a good thing because I'll show people how to do the sauce.
All right, meatballs are in.
Almost done.
So introduce the peanut gallery for the world.
The peanut gallery can introduce themselves if they want to come over.
I'm Jim.
All right, that's Florida Jim.
And I'm Dave.
Florida Dave. All right, pleasure to meet y'all.
Dave has an interesting background.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, were you in a circus too, Dave?
IT also.
What do you do, Dave?
I do programming for a customer billing system. Duke Energy.
Very familiar with them.
And he burns water.
I've had that on the show before. Looking at you, Mike Ellis.
What is Mike Ellis saying?
Oh, nothing. Oh, he's doxing both of them. He's contacting their mothers.
Okay. So we've got hackers. They'll figure out your whole history and where you live in a few minutes.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell them that like that's your crowd.
I did warn them. This is a hacker cooking show. Hey, what kind of
Audrey
is
says a sauce should start in the morning. I think she's pretty good.
You can't have a cooking show now. Show people how to do it, or just have it like, hey, here you go. Here's the sauce. You got to show them how you do it. No, that's kind of the point. Otherwise, we would have been done like 10 minutes ago.
So what other variations of this? Oh, actually, what pasta are you going to be doing with it?
I'm going to do linguine. And there's a little debate going around the interwebs about whether you need to put oil in the water. You don't. Let's just fix that right there. You don't. You just put some salt in there, and there's no problem. I don't know. I heard a rumor that this is what people have been doing, and it's not acceptable.
So the problem with oil is it's not actually going to keep the noodles from clumping,
Anything. Yeah.
and the sauce is not going to adhere to the pasta.
Yep.
Which you want it to stick and grab.
Last one, folks. Hey, what kind of wine is that again?
It's a 2014 Argentinian red blend.
Oh, nice. Crystal says salt only in caps. She's yelling about this, so apparently she's in agreement.
Oh, epic. No. I know what you I can remember it.
All right.
Names.
All right, where you at? What's going on?
All right, let's do the sauce.
Sauce me, baby.
All right, so I like whole peeled tomatoes, San Marzano. So this is the one I got from Publix here in Florida. Tutoroso. You like that one?
Yep.
Okay. So the key here is San Marzano. So what you end up with is, you basically end up with tomatoes, right? It's not just sauce, and you kind of squeeze, give it a good squeeze. All right, so I did the other onions and garlic earlier to save time, but I'll saute the onions and garlic now for the sauce. So what you have is basically these tomatoes, and you can just basically crush them. Before you start cooking them, or at least this is what I do. So. All right.
Mike wants to know if San Marzano tomatoes is code for Chef Boyardee.
It's their premium edition of tomatoes. So Chef Boyardee is kind of like your mid-level. San Marzano is like the highest level you can go with the tomatoes.
Did you just say Chef Boyardee is mid-level?
Yes, yes, yes. So, all right, so olive oil, which I just purchased.
And Mike at home, if you could send me a picture where Chef Boyardee touched you from in the past, I'd appreciate that. We need to start an investigation.
Sorry, I'm learning how to use an oven. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about Florida is the electric stoves.
Yeah, it's garbage, but whatever. What are you gonna do? This one.
Yeah, but it's induction. You don't have an induction pan, it's not going to conduct.
Dun 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 dun.
Not kidding.
Okay, we'll work around this then. I got other
Because this is induction is cold to the touch. It's actually a good stove.
Oh. One
So
second.
for those of you at home, induction, you need a particular kind of metal for it to actually heat. Otherwise, that's Jason's learning. Nothing is happening. I would imagine the place would come with pans that would work with the stove.
Yeah, we have something over here.
Team effort.
I got a magnet.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I really hope that joke at the beginning about the microwave is not about to come to fruition.
No, that's not going to work. Let me run up to my partner and see if we don't have one.
Always have a backup plan, folks.
Quartermaster.
When it comes
To
to
the stock.
cooking, IT, backup solutions, failover.
Hold on,
Always
Jay,
have to
Jay, let me see if I got this straight. Did you just go to the programmer because you pushed something to prod that wasn't ready? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I pushed something to prod that wasn't ready. I told you, when I said this was new, this is new.
I appreciate you being here.
It's a good thing that you're cooking one too. Otherwise, I may not have anything to produce.
Well,
I will
again,
have
I have snacks while I'm waiting.
You know, I do have meatballs though, so there is that.
Meatballs.
That may be all it is tonight, folks. All right, here we go.
Actually, that's a good point. Induction pans would not have started a fire.
Who said that? Really?
Who do you think said that? The guy who started a fire.
Oh, right. All right.
Yeah,
so
I'll have to send you a housewarming gift like I sent Mike.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I'll send you the same one.
Thank you. So 400. How are you cooking meatballs? So I did 420 minutes or something like that. We'll see how it comes out. We'll have to look at it, and then broil a couple minutes at the end.
I mean, cook them until they basically look like they're a little crispy.
Yep.
On the out, and not about to catch fire.
Perfect. Well, nothing's catching fire here today. That's for sure.
The question is whether anything will be cooking.
That is an excellent question. Excellent question.
You know what would have been funny is if you had like a camping cooking stove and that was like plan B.
Oh, what now?
Like a little like a camping cooking stove, like a little Bunsen burner kind of thing. And you were like working over it.
I think I am getting a Bunsen burner right now. Here's what's going on.
I smell food.
Hi. Well, I learned something new tonight.
More other people.
People.
I have
party.
more people that want to say hi.
Right?
So,
Catherine.
Catherine. Hi. How are you? So this is the show.
Hello?
We learned something new, that this is a induction cooking stove, and you need to have certain types of
Induction.
So this is learn live?
Yeah, learn live, but you know, at least we got meatballs in the oven, so there's that.
You have a friendly audience here.
There's
It's not a tough
they're
audience.
super friendly. They're not saying anything bad about me in the last 30 seconds or so. Yeah, at least 30 seconds.
Create the heat.
You can touch it.
Catherine,
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, what are you drinking?
Cabernet.
Cabernet.
I'm good.
Uh-oh. Okay, we have a plan, folks.
Is that a pressure cooker?
Hey, can I say something?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
folks, the way you know whether you have an induction stove or not, or cookware that works on it, is a simple magnet when you go to the store. If your cookware does not stick to a magnet sticks to the bottom, it will not work with induction. There's my 2 cents. And I love induction, but I don't own it yet.
It's like he owns you.
What's
He
that?
feels the space. He owns his audience.
It's got a trademark on its back.
It's on Sauté. You can use this as a normal hot on the
art festival.
Well, folks, good news. We are back in business.
Are we gonna lose our audience?
No. They're excited now. They're learning.
No, they are in for the car crash.
That was never learned.
And this is my favorite saute pan, which you can also do rice when you're cheating. But what I like doing is making stock in it. And you can buy it at many different places, but it's got both a slow cooker, a rice cooker, but my favorite thing is the saute feature on it. And that's what it's heating up currently.
Okay.
And it is ready to saute. Put your onion in it.
We're ready to go. We're still going. So we're throwing some onions in here. Bam.
I could.
All right. I need a utensil.
On the cooker.
$60. The guy was there, he just throws it to the
I feel like I'm in a family
Jason,
Thanksgiving.
do you need us to do anything other than stand here and get?
Save my life. That's about it. Hey, we're good here. So we've got an Aroma Professional series here, folks. This show is brought to you by Aroma Professional. This is going to save the night with this sauce. Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Cheers.
Here's a long life, short memories.
Unicorn Chef is now sponsored by Amazon Lightning Deals, where you can get your own instant cooker for $49.99. Ask for the Uncle Jimbo special.
Uncle Jim special, 2 minutes with the onions, another minute with the garlic. Do not ever burn your garlic, folks. It's the worst thing you can do in life.
What happens when you burn it?
We're trying to shut.
What happens when you burn your garlic?
It tastes like garbage.
Yeah, it's real acrid flavor.
I have this.
I've done it. Don't worry. I tell you what. Once this is all in, we'll take a tour of the place, huh?
Actually, this is not there. You have not had as many things go wrong as when I was hosting Hack the Capitol last week.
Oh, what happened?
We had Hack the Capitol last week.
No, what happened? What happened?
Oh, I was telling the story. We had the Murphy's Law list of everything that you could think go wrong, right? Guests not show up, try to cut over, internet drop. We had power to the building drop out. If you really want to watch me sweat under pressure, watch.
Power went out?
Yeah, the power to the entire building went out. We were on generator. But if you want to watch me sweat under pressure, watch like 5 to 25 minutes of the show. Like after like 5 minutes in, from there for the next 20.
How did it turn out in general, though?
Oh, I mean, turned out fantastic. We had 6 members of Congress. I did a closing fireside keynote chat with Chris Inglis, who is the pending nominee for the National Cyber Director position. We had Nicole Perlroth and Kim Zetter, where we did a press panel. I mean, we had a number of great folks. All that stuff's being published on YouTube, so it's all there. Lots of great content.
Awesome. So this isn't that bad.
No, comparably to, like Russia taking the Crimea, this is not bad at all.
Okay, cool. Ooh, these onions smell good. Can you smell it from here? You okay there?
I'm good. How you, bro?
Okay. All right, we're gonna throw this garlic in.
What kind of oil did you use? You have olive oil?
Yes.
Every time I buy olive oil, I'm always suspicious if I'm actually getting olive oil, because you've read about how counterfeit it is and it's watered down and all this stuff. And I'm just never confident I've ever gotten real olive oil my entire life in the United States.
So now, where do you get your olive oil then?
I mean, I actually go out of my way to buy not Italian olive oil, like the stuff made in California, because I'm pretty confident the mafia isn't counterfeiting California olive oil. But
throw the sauce in there.
Throw the sauce in. It's sauteing.
All right.
I like that. He asked me a question and then just turned the other way.
Here we go. Sauté.
Real Italian thing to do.
San Marzano tomatoes. Okay. Italian tomatoes. Yeah.
Smells good.
All right, smells good. We've got the peanut gallery is saying good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there is a good smell. There's a good smell.
We used to take this glamping.
So for a little different take on the garlic,
You don't even have to close.
Boom.
Open. Just leave it.
Open. We're gonna leave it open. That's what we're doing.
I do whole cloves. And the trick to whole cloves is you actually you want to throw them in for a lot longer because you want them to caramelize on the outside, and then you just get this like gooey sweetness that just.
They do the same. Everything is the same. They do the same.
That's it? No, we wait.
So what else does what else do you want to talk about, or your fan club want to talk about?
Well, so we had a lesson on stoves, ovens, electronics, aroma thingy here. So hack the capital. Tell us more.
So he wasn't back.
Oh, Adrian looks like he just joined, and
Yeah, that's the heat.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't see the picture. Now, this is Adrian. This is a emergency situation. Apparently, we have an induction stove in this place that I just moved into 2 weeks ago. So the pots and pans I was using didn't work. So one of my very nice neighbors went down and grabbed this thing, so we said we could cook the sauce and the meatballs in the oven.
Make sure to check and adjust your sauce as you're cooking there.
I got my sous chef right here, taking care of that. Jim's got under control. Jim's got under control. All under control here, folks. Oh.
Oh, look at this. I love it.
Can't forget the basil, folks.
We need to show you the building garden.
There's a building garden.
We do, we have a garden that we tend here. Tomatoes, fresh basil. Oh,
On
yeah.
ground?
Oh, yes, it's on grounds.
Where is it?
Behind the garages on the south side of the building, and we have pineapples, papayas, coconuts. No, we just planted mangoes.
Okay, apparently there's a building garden. I don't know if we have enough time to go down to the building garden, but there is. Want to take a tour? We got 10 minutes.
We'd love to see the retirement community.
Tour going on,
There's
guys.
a tour.
Tour.
This is the gallery.
Begin with the ocean.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Hey, Jay, can you do a bite of pearl and tell us which way the beach is?
Huh?
Which way is the beach? That,
Cool.
I want to see bicep in the picture. There we go. Which way's the beach?
There we go.
This is Hutchinson Island beyond the landings. And then this is the sunset. This is the Atlantic Ocean, and it goes north to Vero Beach. And this is our beautiful self-accreting beaches. These beaches bring in sand. It's all natural sand.
And there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that tour. The tour is probably better than the whole show I put on for you. But hey, you know what? To each his own.
Do you have a minute to go show them this direction?
Sure, let's go. We have
He's got all the minutes.
8 minutes. So we should go the other direction.
Are there other induction stoves in the building we can see?
Apparently, this is the only induction stove in the entire building.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
All right, the tour.
Okay, so that is going into the Indian River.
So good.
And then this is the sunset. This is facing west. And this is our beautiful swimming pool and spa area in our garages. And these are all protected wetlands and preserves. And there are 4 state parks in this region. And this is going north towards Vero Beach.
And we have the Navy.
And you can see Navy SEALs, and then you can also see the storms coming in with the storm clouds coming in through the sunset.
Very nice.
I just learned more than I knew before.
Apparently, everyone in this building has learned more than they've known in their life about where we are right now. So that's awesome. Hope everyone enjoyed the tour.
4. 2 state parks.
There's a Navy. Is it Navy Museum?
It's a Navy SEAL.
Navy SEALs Museum.
SEAL
Yeah, there's-
Museum, but it's actually the original training grounds for the Navy SEAls during World War I and World War II. And to the north of here, there is the training grounds for the U.S. military and the Navy for putting, what's those things called for the ships, David? Ship busters, whatever, that would break up the ships during the war. And that's why we have the inland we have here. That sauce looks great. You want me to turn it down?
Yes, please. So, Bryson's veteran.
We did it before.
You were in the. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I forget.
I was an Army officer.
Huh?
I was an Army officer.
Yeah. Sorry. No, it's all right.
Well, Jay, I think you've got a real chance to be on SEAL Team 69.
A while longer, because this is Navy.
If you train hard enough.
Okay, so admittedly, this little thing, I mean, the sauce smells really good. It is actually very good. So I think we saved the day here. We're able to save the day.
Round Island, we could do Round Island back here in 2.5 miles.
When do you do it, Saturday morning or?
Oh, whatever. Just whenever the-
So Bryson, when's the next show?
Next week?
Who's on?
Seriously? I have no idea.
Okay. No.
I tackle one unicorn chef at a time because you know what it's like when you have to work with the talent.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to work with talent where there's no talent.
Lots of egos.
It's,
Lots of egos.
I got to take y'all one at a time.
Yeah, I got you. It's a good thing I'm always on time and always on top of things. So
That's state park.
Yeah, reach capacity.
where is your meatballs at, Bryson? You got what? 5 minutes?
Oh, I don't time stuff. Still
All
cooking.
right, it's in your head.
It would have been Mother's Day weekend, or it would have been a holiday, because once they.
Shannon would like to point out that she's on in November.
I'm sorry.
Adrian was, I have folks in the chat here. Shannon is on in November.
Wow, okay.
Tony, I believe, still needs to reschedule, but he had a great excuse. So congratulations again, Tony. And Adrian was on the other week.
Cool. Shannon, what are you cooking? Or
I don't think she's chosen yet.
No, she don't know. What did Adrian cook last week?
You didn't watch?
I've been stuck in this place
Hey,
for
Jewish guilt. Welcome to the
3.5
table.
weeks now.
It's like an Italian grandmother. He made a black bean soup with plantain tostones.
Well, that's just humanity.
I actually had it for lunch the other day too. It was fantastic. In terms of a comfort meal, really easy to do. One of the neat things about the technique that I liked was cooking half the beans, mashing them then, and then adding the rest in, so you get like a nice thick soup.
Super high, right?
I took it.
Okay.
It's taken care of.
I like my red.
By the way,
Janet is saying she might make green chili turkey burgers with guac
ooh, that sounds awesome. In stilettos.
in stilettos. Well, I imagine they're going to be in those boots.
That's my kind of show.
That's why we were late. We had the guy from.
We saw, yeah, we saw him.
I'll probably flip gender stereotypes and flip barefoot then.
And 2 days, before yesterday, we got.
By the way, what's your favorite comfort food?
My favorite comfort food?
Vodka.
Anything in front of me.
Pat says vodka. What is it?
So my favorite go-to, which I demonstrated last December on a joint episode with Lena on the Tinkerer, was the world's greatest grilled cheese. And I don't remember if I did it on the episode, but I always pair it with a butternut squash soup. And I'm not kidding. The world's greatest grilled cheese. Time tested, approved, and crown vetted.
What's a quick recipe? What is it? What's in the grilled cheese?
3 kinds of specific cheese: prosciutto, sourdough, and then I show you how to make tempura. And then pairing that with this particular butternut squash soup, those flavors combined, blow your mind, man. You won't ever have to do drugs again.
That's awesome.
Oh, Adrian, did you look up my grilled cheese? Because it is there. It's a recorded episode that's available. I do appreciate Adrian finally cracking the code for me on avocados. So as much experience as I have in the kitchen, avocados have always been my kryptonite. And I appreciate that you helped me break that one.
This is enough.
We can make so
You can do what? Pasta? Oh, yeah.
All right, perfect.
We need to take the sauce out.
Yeah, we'll take the sauce out and make the pasta.
Do you want us to start doing that so it has
Oh,
time?
that's right. We need to be boiling water to make pasta.
Yep. Let's. Do you have a cap? Do you have a lid for that? Like stays warm.
For those of you at home, do not get, again, don't get the 99-cent bottle box of pasta. Get the real stuff. Like you can get fresh. That's great, but in a great compromise. I mean, get the like real pasta. So this is what do I got here? I don't remember what kind of pasta this is. I want to say it's farfalle.
Okay,
No, that's not correct.
we got sauce here. We're going to set this aside.
Hey, David.
I don't remember the type.
Do you need a container or a glass or something? You need to get water from the purification. Otherwise, well, you never drink the water from the faucet. Okay. Not here.
No.
And I can take you to where you'll never do that, right?
Yes.
You can see it.
No, we have an old house in Pennsylvania. We used to draw the water from the lake.
Oh, my God.
And somebody would say, here, and give their kid some water from the kitchen sink.
No, you do that from
And I
Indiana.
said, you just stand right behind
I
me.
need water in here.
So Jason, I hate to do contract negotiations live, but what was the royalty agreement you agreed to split with the sous chefs?
Oh, yeah, they get every
A
time.
beer. We got a beer that
I
we
got-
provide.
Okay.
I've got
Don't be stingy with the Courvoisier, my friend.
Huh?
They've earned it.
No, they
I prefer beer.
I've got classy stuff.
Or I would prefer a glass of your Argentinian wine. We had Malbec last night. We just did a ranking of 93 that we have the best wine stores in the world in Florida. Okay, you help me out with the name. Total Wines. Look it up online, guys.
You may have heard of
jealous.
You may have
I've heard of Total Wine.
Total Wine in a couple of spots, but they still don't have Hennessy, so there's that.
I just want to know when I can come down and visit and hang out with these folks for an evening.
You have my number.
No, I think you ought to publish it. I think you ought to say it out loud for the world to hear.
No.
Mr. Cybersecurity.
555-9119.
Okay, question. The less water, the better. Is that enough water?
We're gonna do a whole.
Well, you can just, once it's hot, you just literally bend it in and then start cooking, right?
Enough water, right? So, by the way, we do not need oil. Again, we do not need oil for our pasta. Okay, just need a little salt from the sea.
And I would have it now so it can start combusting. Well,
Don't, the technical term.
I don't think it's combusting, but it's just start the process of energy. That's not enough salt.
Sir.
Jason, you should have just taken the pot down to the ocean.
That's right.
He should have just come to my apartment and do the show.
Hey, I'm trying to be a friendly neighbor. And
I'm actually thinking we have him on the show next time.
What did he say?
what's that?
Thinking of having him on the show.
The sequel to this episode is going to be having them on the show. They can hear me, right? Y'all hear me?
Yes, yeah, they can hear. Okay, so
I want you on the show.
be on the show.
David, I've been invited on the show next time.
Well, the bad news is the next slot is in January, but I want to do the sequel to the show with the three of you, and I want Jason in the background.
I can do that.
Oh, that's kind of a spoon.
Hey, this is what I got to work with.
You can see my name. I'm the only me in the entire world, so I'm really easy to find. If he does not hook you up, I want you to find me, and you all are coming on the show as the sequel.
Yes, part 2. Are we
Jason, you will be in the background.
in the background? I got you.
And I probably can have an apartment. You need to take a picture of this drawers. Can you show them the drawers? This is his drawers.
Here we go. That's what I got to work with, bro.
This is what he has to work with. This is the entire kitchen.
That's it.
Show him the entire pantry of your solo cups.
That's how we're drinking wine tonight. I mean, what do you want me to do?
I brought my own.
Hey, you know, it's these things moving. Hey, moving is complicated. It takes time.
I think we know what our new charity for the night is.
I'm the next charity for the next.
Jay,
charity.
if you could post a mailing address in the chat that you know of, the other chat. Well, we're gonna solve your red solo problem.
We've already been invited. They've all suggested that I.
So, does anyone have any cooking questions for me?
No, they don't.
No.
But if you have some other lifestyle questions, we can do that.
What about anything in the chat? Any questions?
There was a lot of discussion about how to do the guac for Shan's upcoming episode.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Tearing out the ceiling.
Shannon makes some really.
We're gutting. And then we're gonna
That's good
take the
stuff.
ceiling up and use
Really good.
usually 6
Ben
inches.
is casting shade on you. I mean, we've seen Ben's situation, and he's looking down on you.
Sprinklers just come up.
Hey,
Ben, I'm just saying, Ben, you might want to be careful. You're on probation. I don't know if you knew this.
This size.
think of it this way: we are in survival mode here today, and so I showed you an example. What would happen is if you didn't have everything you were comfortable with having, and you were in a situation that you're struggling. You didn't have all the materials. You didn't have all the tools.
And instead of post-apocalyptica, you are in a retirement community.
Yes. So that's the key. That is the key. Hey, by the way, if you want to cheat on this sauce thing, if you don't have time to make sauce, hang on.
Is this open jar? You're really teaching us open jar?
Listen, I'm saying this is worst case. This is like end of the world stuff. Okay, if you're gonna go jar, my girl Gia Russo. Okay, really good for a jar. And Rouse, you can get one or the other region. This one I think is southeastern. Geruso, northeast, you can get the Rouse. It's for a jar, it's really good. I promise. But that's not what we're doing tonight. So, hey, I don't know what you're going through. Your situation is.
I was there.
Ben is going to be on the show in September.
Really? What's he cooking? You know?
I'm assuming he's just going to set red solo cups on fire.
I like that. I like that plan.
My mother's grandfather, my great-grandfather, was the first chemist for Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical.
And Ben comes with the appropriate responses. He has no idea what he's going to be making because he's going to think about it the week when I shoot him an email and say, "Send me your recipe, dude."
Yep, makes sense.
I appreciate that. I respect that. I don't think about what I'm doing until I'm there either.
Then, like, you're cut out.
So where's the next trip, Bryson?
My next trip?
Yeah, where you going?
You know where my next trip is.
Here?
No, I'm going to be in Boston in a month.
What?
My first trip since the pandemic is I will be in Boston.
You didn't tell me this.
I put it in our group chat.
When was it?
I definitely did. I
When
100%
is it again? I'm sorry. When is it again?
I'm not announcing the dates I'm going to be in Boston live, but I will send you an update on the group chat on this. But yes, I will be in Boston for all of a week. I am an expert witness for a trial with the state to be announced.
Can we assume everyone knows what an expert witness is?
I know what I'm talking about, and somebody is bringing me to the court to testify to that effect.
So it's kind of this.
It'll probably be in the press soon enough. So at that point, I can be more free with the explanation. But in the meantime, for those of you in the Boston area, I would love to hang out that week because I'm pretty much trapped the entire week and cannot plan anything because I'm at the beck and call of the court the entire week.
Are you going to call me?
Am I going to call you?
Yeah.
For what?
When you come to visit.
Well, that's what they say.
In Florida?
No, Boston.
That's the excuse.
I posted this for everybody yesterday.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't see it, so I don't know if it's included.
Jason, I plan everything out. Like the reason that the Unicorn Chef episodes are booked all the way through the entire year, and we're now into the end of January, is because everything I do is that scheduled. That's how booked. It's how booked I am. So I never put anybody else in this position. So the second I knew that was when I had to be there, because I got the notice from the Attorney General, I told all of you.
So pre-planning is key.
Pre-planning is key, much like telling your friends a month in advance that you're going to be in their location.
I see.
Making sure your pans work on the stove that you got. I know that's an unfair thing. That was kicking you when you were down.
I got to tell you, this induction thing is very new.
I have experienced it before. I am not a fan.
Okay, are you gonna go here?
I don't like the electric stuff. You can't feel it cooking. You don't get the same kind of thing.
I've been using induction for years, and I absolutely love it.
Why?
It heats up quickly and consistently throughout the pan.
Yep.
You can lower it to a slow saute. You can actually control your heat. You can take chicken that ordinarily would be a poor cut of chicken, and instead of having a stock pot or something running on the side or a slow cooker or some other use of equipment, and you can control it. My best thing is when you're doing melting chocolate or controlling a soul simmer on soup or stock.
So that's the challenge I want to pick you up on. You can actually, you don't have to do the double boil method. You can do chocolate direct.
Do not. And the best part is you can then use your cooktop instantly because it does not heat up. When you're in a small space like a condominium, you can use the cooktop as part of your process. What does that mean?
It means
Did you have a timer on?
I did.
Okay, that means it's off.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. We have gloves.
I have no idea. This is your kitchen.
Right. All right.
How about a towel? I can do.
Hey, to be fair, Jason had no idea it was his kitchen either.
Okay, they are not done.
No, we got to keep going. But it's okay.
You need to turn your oven back on and maybe go to 425.
That's what we got to do. We got to adjust.
But I had a 6-burner professional. David, what was the name of the range? Viking range, and that was my favorite stove ever. I forget if it was 52,000 BTU burner as the main burner, which was phenomenal. But second to having a Viking range, I would fully believe in induction. And I'm not suggesting that the induction he's using is the level of induction that I would be using, but Cafe Series inductions are quite amazing. There's my 2 cents.
As always, these unicorn chefs are very educational.
Oh, you have a herd.
Huh?
You have a herd. You have a unicorn herd.
3 times.
A herd of unicorns. We know what we're talking about here. So, yes, so we turned up the heat on it. So I'm sure you saw the sauce. I try to show you the sauce. Looks amazing.
You're spilling it.
Smells amazing. It's just a little bit of water.
Replace the water you lost with Courvoisier.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Trust me.
Yeah. And are your meatballs done, Bryson?
Yep, my balls are ready.
Let's see your balls. Okay.
Oh, are they cooking it with you?
Yes.
Oh.
So we post the
okay, I
recipes
didn't know that.
beforehand so they can all kind of watch and cook at the same time.
You need to send them the YouTube link to this.
Yeah, I will. Absolutely.
How long does the pasta have to cook?
Al dente, maybe like 10 minutes. Al dente is good.
All right. Yep. So my water's still heating up. I forgot to get that going.
That's
That's
okay.
not bad.
It's
But,
just 10 minutes for the pasta, but it's all good.
Well, it depends on your pasta, but yeah.
Linguine. What kind of pasta are you doing again? Oh my.
Yeah. No, it's from Italy.
Okay. Okay.
Publix is a really good grocery store down where you're at. I bet you they have some options beyond the store pasta.
I was in a rush.
No, I know. I'm again, bro. No judgment.
I want it fresh.
I appreciate everybody who comes on here. Everybody has different qualities and shares different things.
Same.
And at the minimum, we all laugh and drink together
Same.
and hopefully eat at the end of it. And it's with the rush that you had to do everything into a new place was a particular challenge that I think it's great that you didn't just like cancel on me this morning and you still booked. We went through with it.
Bro, I love this stuff, so I would never do that. So, meaning it's like a big deal, like for me to be able to do it. It takes my mind away from like cooking. For me is like a escape. So to be able to do with you and like all the folks and the friends here, it's really cool. So that's why I was not going to cancel. Not going to happen. So cheers with my solo cup to you. To everybody who joined, thank you.
Again, you need to let me know when you're in my area.
Yep. Did we keep this going or what's happening? They're waiting for my meatballs.
Yes, I'm bougie. Get used to it.
Did Jason make
You fucking peasants. Ben is saying that he was kidding about your kitchen. He's just lashing out because he's not next to the water. In fact, that's a good question, Ben. Being in a landlocked flyover state that none of us know, have you ever seen the ocean?
We all have emotions. We got
No,
emotions.
ocean, like ocean, beach, ocean,
No, Ben?
ocean.
We're talking to Ben, right?
Yes, he lives in a landlocked state, not next to the ocean.
Oh, that's right.
I'm pretty sure they have emotions as well in the middle of the country. I've heard about that.
You want me to add more water?
I think it's enough, right?
Yeah. You want to go?
Let's go. Here.
Ben says he definitely has emotions.
He has emotion. That's good. So we're
He
doing
has emotions, yes. And I'm guessing by the end of that Courvoisier cup, because that's what your third or fourth one, you're going to have a lot of emotions. Are you going to cry when you taste your sauce?
I hope they cry when they taste my sauce. Like whether it's out of pain or.
So again, producer tip: have raw onion right next to them, and like do that, and then when they taste it, they'll be crying. Just special effects kind of thing. What is that? I can't tell. It looks like a dildo. Oh, it's okay. Sorry, it looks
I
cylindrical.
got it covered, bro. I got it covered. Right here. Right here. I got the onion right here. Right here.
Ian, I'm sure you swallow those down. Don't spit up your emotions.
This machine is like a lifesaver, apparently.
We use it glamping all the time.
Destinations.
Glamping.
I've heard you can also like restart somebody's heart with it. Definitely a
I
lifesaver.
don't know.
Where do you go glamping?
Where don't we go glamping?
Okay. Where's the place to go around here?
Boom!
Not around
Jason,
here.
hey, Jason, stop stepping on him. Don't steal his thunder. You go, sir.
We like glamping. We've done glamping in the back. We had a custom Cadillac Escalade made where you push a button and the seats fold down and the bed automatically hydraulics up. We had a hydraulics put onto the Escalade that would pull it up 7 inches up off the ground. David, when we glamped, we did, the favorite would be probably Boston to Bar Harbor.
Yeah.
We paid a park price to get in from Bar Harbor, or from Boston to Bar Harbor. We 4-wheel drive all the way to Bar Harbor, Maine, then in low tide went out to the islands. And the car was just literally covered with the skank of the bottom of the ocean. And David was concerned. He was screaming, David.
Wait, we picked up somebody else. Hold on, we have somebody else. We have a new person.
David was screaming the entire time, holding on to the Escalade because there were rocks. David talked to him about the rocks, how big the rocks were. And we would run off of cliffs in the ocean. We never knew there were cliffs and rocks on the bottom of the bloody ocean, but we were already on the way. And then he was concerned about what happens if we get stuck out there. I said, you call OnStar, tell them to pinpoint the car and get the blow-up mattress from the back of the vehicle, and we're gonna float and call the Coast Guard. So that's a glamping trip for us. We've also done Canada, which is a lot of fun. You
do the whole like snowbird route, like you drive that whole way too, right?
Say that again.
You do the snowbird route where you reverse snowbird, but you drive all the way up to Canada in the Escalade.
Oh, we're Floridians now, but we are full-time Floridians. We moved here, we retired and moved here in November. And because of COVID, we were supposed to be here earlier, I think in May. And we retired, and David is working 2 days a week to finish his project, and then he's full-time retired in David. When are you retiring? June of next year.
Oh, that's funny. I almost confused June and noon. Like he was retiring at noon
June
tomorrow.
of next year. He's working 2 days a week. Right, he's working 2 days a week till then.
Do you have a picture of the custom Escalade?
I don't, because we sold it.
Oh.
We are going for a new. You can Google it. We are now going for a Mercedes. Our next vehicle is going to be a Mercedes Wayfarer, and that can be Googled. Wayfarers are a Mercedes chassis, and they have a, the one we're looking for is R something. It's where the bed comes out the back on hydraulics, and there's a queen size bed that will pop out.
By Tiffin Motorhomes.
That's correct.
Oh, damn. That is.
Oh, you
Wow.
Googled it?
I did. I am Googling it as we look at it. That is a pimp ride. Here, I'm going to just put my image results. There you go. Posted. That looks incredibly nice.
That is our next vehicle. So we are basically redoing the condo here, and when that's done, we will then be free.
Jason, don't forget to start your pasta if your water's boiling.
Oh,
It's going. It's going. We got it going.
All right,
It's in
I'm catching up.
the machine. It's in the machine.
It's that machine I told you about that we just love.
Oh my. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a hot ride.
Whoa.
Now see, this is there, right there. You have theater seats that you can pop out.
Oh, that is
That's our next one.
that's nice.
David, they're posted our vehicle that we're looking at buying.
This is the life right there. This is the way. This is the way.
So when did you all move there?
Huh?
Oh, did you?
We know you just moved there. When did they move there? When
Oh,
they did?
November.
I mean, nobody is. Very few people are native.
In November, we've been coming here for 2 years, and in November we were looking to buy, and we were going to buy. Believe it or not, we wrote an offer on Jason's unit, and they were afraid of the one that the one unit we're in. They were offended by our offer. And so we had talked to the lady about, hey, we're thinking we're going to buy the unit on 5. And she goes, why aren't you buying my unit? And I go, because you never told me it was for sale. And she goes, well, what did the one on 5 sell for? And so we offered, we gave her the information. She said, you can buy mine for that. So that's
where did you move from?
Indianapolis, well, Westfield, Indiana, Carmel, a suburb of Indianapolis, Carmel, Indiana. No, it's comfortable. Okay, she wants to see the.
Yeah, I wanted to see the car, the
Oh,
vehicle.
here we go.
Whatever it is.
this is the one we'll be traveling in next year.
Oh, wow.
And you
So
can-
when you all are driving up, hey, when you're driving up to Canada,
That's top of
I
the
live
line.
in Arlington, Virginia, right outside of I live right outside of Washington, D.C.
Nice Tiffin.
I would be happy to host you on your drive up to Canada.
Yeah. So he say it again. You're where again? Say
I
it
live
again.
in Arlington, Virginia, next to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I would
Love
be
it.
happy as you are making your drive up to Canada sometime.
Yeah.
How about over for
Where in
dinner?
Arlington are you?
What's that?
Where in Arlington are you? That's
I'm
where-
in South Arlington near the Pentagon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We
Oh,
lived
you're
in,
familiar. You're familiar with the geography.
Yeah, we've lived there for 35 years. We
In
just
Arlington?
moved out here- Well, I was in Old Town, and
Oh.
then I was in Arlington by Key Bridge.
Yep.
And then
Don't
we
give
were
too
in
much
Chevy
information.
Chase.
This is public.
These are cybersecurity people. They're gonna look you up.
Oh,
Please.
we can do facial recognition. Don't worry about that. So that's really cool. So you actually know my neighborhood.
I hear you, what?
Yeah, no, that's really cool. You know my neighborhood.
Oh, absolutely. That's why
Yeah.
I probably know the street you're on.
Yeah.
I don't know what al dente. I don't think this is it yet.
Almost. Okay. 2 more minutes. Okay.
Sure, I guess
Taste
so.
it.
Wow.
Come on, Oscar.
Oh,
I guess
I was
so.
calling from Arlington.
That's what I just heard that.
Just like right across the DC, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just-
A little more.
Yeah.
Like
It didn't look
2 more minutes.
translucent.
Yeah.
Well, do you not have a timer?
Terrified of it.
Evidently not.
Alexa. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have an Alexa here.
David, can you put a timer on for 2 minutes, please?
Jason, I disagree. I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4 Alexas behind you.
Oh, yes.
We got
So it's
2 more minutes.
It's outrageous. But here's the thing. We don't care. This is our lives. We're
Where,
gonna live.
where?
How much?
2 minutes.
I'm not gonna say
Why?
anything from
What's
here.
your plan of travel?
We have.
How's our audience doing
We
here?
wanna go to concerts. We want to go to an event. We can go to an event.
They're still hanging around. That's good. All right.
We don't have to stay with
I
them.
need to introduce you to a couple friends of ours that I've known since I was.
How's your pasta doing?
I've got a couple minutes left.
Same.
I liked how we planned this to be under 30 minutes.
Places, I was like, oh my God, you just stop this vehicle and like people are gonna like.
By the way, what do you do for dessert?
It's still Team 69. Dessert? I don't actually do desserts.
You're not a dessert guy?
Nope. No, I honestly I don't do dessert. If I'm going to host for dessert, I'll do cheeses and cracker.
What is it?
Cheeses and crackers.
What is that?
Like I'll have a selection of cheeses and crackers and.
Oh, cheese! I thought you said Jesus and crackers. I'm like, this is like a Jewish thing. I'm like, I don't.
We don't really have a relationship with that person.
No, I
at
understand. I
all.
was like, is this like some we're making some. I don't know.
Just to be clear, Jesus and the Easter Bunny are the same thing to us.
I understand. I didn't know there was like some agreement. There was some agreement.
No. There is no Jesus cracker.
So no agreements, no like peace treaty, nothing like that. Okay, just
No, I mean our whole history is like leave us the fuck alone.
no. But I don't know. Something happened like last week, and there was like some kind of hey, Jesus, you Jewish people, we have a Jesus cracker. No, nothing. Not okay. Just
First time open the door.
hey, we just learned about
I have
induction.
no idea where you're going with that.
We learned
but
about
That's what I do
induction.
for dessert. What are you doing for dessert?
What are we doing for dessert?
Kvassier and ice cream.
This is your show. I got something. Hang on.
All right, is that the test case?
Done.
Does that taste like
You want to taste
macaroni?
it?
No, I trust you. Let's pour it in.
Yeah, pour it in where? Oh, David.
I got this here.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not judging. I'm literally asking, what is that?
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
This one? This one?
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
I got
10
this.
grams. Okay, Teddy Grams is the sophisticated dessert. Fair enough.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, but what was that other thing? I didn't understand what that other thing was. Yeah,
I don't know.
Shark.
Bro, I don't know. It's what's in here.
No,
Like,
what did you hold up? You held up something. I just don't even know what it was.
It's a Nutri-Grain Kids.
I'm not being judgmental. I literally do not understand what you showed me.
Look.
Where's your pasta, Jim?
Nutri-Grain Kids. Strawberry.
Oh, Strawberry Blast Nutri-Grain Kids. Okay. All right.
To mix with the sauce.
Meatballs. What are we looking here?
Well, we can't let the pasta dry out.
How are we doing here?
I think that's
Look
done.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you don't put anything on your pasta?
I like to let people choose. So if they want sauce in it or on the side or.
Never heard such a thing.
David, you shouldn't have drained all the
I've
sauce.
been married
Oh,
for,
I told him.
I've been married for almost 50 years. Nobody gets to choose.
I don't know. Here's plates.
So in the background where you were hearing, don't drain all of the water. The starchiness of that water is a great way to touch up your sauce, and it gives it that thickness.
Right, but unfortunately, David drained all the water.
Yeah, we didn't ask him
We
to, but
didn't
he
ask
did.
him
Yeah,
to,
but he
he
did.
did.
He
God, David.
did. David. All
I told him to.
He told me to lift it out, but he didn't tell me what to do.
right, let's pull these meatballs out.
Hey, I understand. It's a military crowd. We do exactly what we're told, and if you don't give us exact instructions, then you know
Let's
what?
pull out
That's
these
what you get.
balls and see how they look. Huh?
Balls, let's make it happen.
All right, here they come.
Here they come.
Oh Jesus!
No, not oh Jesus. We've already covered that.
Well, that's why we talked about Jesus.
Does the camera need to show
Okay,
what they look
looks
like?
good. All right, so we got a little crisp on the top. All right, here we go.
Caramelization on the top.
All right, so we are going
Here
to
we go.
plating, and I would like to do the picture here. So the way we do the picture for the final end of the episode
Okay.
is that the unicorn chef is in the shot with the dish, but I would really love it if your Florida contingent could be somehow behind you, and if you could pull that off with that screen, with me taking the screenshot.
100%. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. So we gotta take a shot. We gotta plate this like professionally.
Oh,
Okay.
I got it.
So
Just got it. I got some tools.
You
It's
have,
a
what are
bookend
the tools we have?
story.
I have some other.
Serious.
Hang
You don't
on.
have tongs?
Yeah, you know that's really cute. No.
Fork? Yeah, fork would do.
Okay. We're gonna plate this thing.
We have a big spoon, not like without holes in it.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Where was this when I meet?
Mm,
Oh my God.
yum.
That's what
Here we
Catherine
go.
said to me when I was 22.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't laugh. Okay, look at him.
Yeah, but I don't have a spoon.
I got a regular.
Yeah, here, right here.
This is their joke.
Okay, this is like so
Yeah,
sticky,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
The machines.
No, it's David drained the water.
I told him not to drain it, but he
David.
didn't listen.
There's the water.
Oh, God, that looks so good. I was thinking-
That looks super fat. Oh,
David ran the water.
okay.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
David, can you pull me some fresh basil, please?
Dave,
David, some fresh basil, please.
I don't know if you know about the basil, but you know.
I do now.
oh my God.
Okay, I need another spoon. Thank you.
Smithers, where is the superior spoon? Where is my pasta spoon, please?
How many meatballs do you want in the plating? 2?
Are
1?
you asking? Who are you asking?
I don't know. You.
If you're asking me, it's your choice. You are the unicorn chef. You are in charge. Take charge, Jason.
Go with 2. Let's go with 2.
That means there's 3.
Okay, so then we're doing 3. Yep.
This is so cool.
Okay. I wish I could be. I wish that we could have fun doing something. David, where's my camera?
Where's my camera?
Okay,
All
so
right, you let me know when the screenshot is ready. I am ready for it.
Okay, we're doing the
I'm
plating.
plated.
The basil.
Oh, we gotta do the basil.
Very nice.
Okay,
Yes.
so here we go. Let's get the whole crew.
Where's my camera, please?
So this,
They need 1, so let's get all in the kitchen, please. We're showing this off.
Oh my God.
Let's go, people. We're ready.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, we need the plate.
All right, here we go. Get in here.
Jason's
guys.
got to be front and center. Jason's the unicorn chef.
There you
No,
go.
Jason has to hold it. It's his.
Where am I?
Jason, that's yours. You hold it. You are the man.
Oh, you just rolled the. Wait a minute. Let go. Let go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you rolled the
I
ball.
ruined.
it's sunny.
Wait a minute. Let me do the camera.
Yes.
You
That
do
makes
your
sense.
place.
Yeah,
Right?
okay, here we go.
I put that one meatball.
All right, we ready?
That's perfect.
Come on, you guys. You gotta get in the picture.
Get in there. Get in there, all of you. Ready? David. David. There we go.
There we go.
David's much taller. That's
Boom.
awesome.
Thank you.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. So thank you all for joining us this evening. This is the ethnic food of Jason with his Italian heritage of spaghetti and meatballs. Your charity for the evening is to donate to your local food kitchen,
Please
as
do.
well as we need to send Jason more than red Solo cups for his condo in the retirement community.
Right. No.
All of it seems sort of.
Lively community.
Any last words, sir?
Well, and especially.
Is Jason-
Any last words, Jason?
When I saw him twisting the-
No, thanks for hanging out. It was super fun. I'm glad I did this.
Thanks for being a good sport, and thanks for making this happen. This looks delicious, and
Yeah, bro.
look forward to eating it.
Fabulous.
Sounds good.
See y'all next week.
See you, bro.